What's good, everyone? What's good? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's okay. I'm back today, but I'm not going to take up too much of your time because today is all about me doing a little segment on my channel where I react to my post-match fan cam on United View from the game that took place yesterday. So yeah, that's all it is today, is me reacting to my fan cam. I'll be doing these obviously whenever I have fan cams on. It's you can get interactive. Obviously it'll be a live reaction, so I'll be reacting live. So people who are commenting, I'll try and read out some of the comments, but it's more so a small segment for the channel for people to enjoy. So let's get straight into it. Let me go ahead and bring up the video itself so you guys can see. There we go. Boom, we've got the video up. And yeah, it's just me basically reacting to what my take, what I said on the day, what I thought of the game, and kind of maybe clear anything out. Sometimes people can mistake certain things that you say, right? People can misunderstand certain things that you say. So that's the whole point of it. I thought I'd bring something a bit different as well, something a bit unique, me reacting to my own fan channel for my own channel as well. Big up Flex as always. Big up the United View family as always. So yeah, yesterday's stream was very good. So big up everyone who joined into yesterday's stream as well. I appreciate you. Josh says, "Yo, Faz, how's it going?" I'm good. Thank you very much for tuning in. But yeah, reacting to my own fan channel. Hopefully it goes smooth and well. I'm hoping it will. Anyways, let's hit play and let's go.
Guys, Manchester United 3, Manchester City 6. You know, we had some confidence going to this game. We wanted to see a performance. We can take, losing a game, but it's how you lose.
You know what? Hold on. I'm getting a slight echo, I don't know if you guys are getting it, but sorry, technicals. I'm getting a slight echo from my computer for some reason. So I'm just gonna fix that very quickly. There we go. Boom. Fixed. Right. Okay. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way because I want to make sure it's done 100% and it is done correctly. There we go. Cool. Right. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Let's do it this way. You know what? Yesterday was so crazy. I don't even remember what I said much. I've slept since then. So, you know what? Let me just tell you as well. As I was walking up, obviously I gave Flex a hug. I gave Marcel a hug. Everything. Boy, I was depressed at this point. Right at this point, yeah, I was so depressed. I was so bamboozled. You could just tell by looking at my face. You can just see it in my face. I was shocked. I didn't know what I had just witnessed. I was in total shock.
City 6. You know, we had some confidence going to this game. We wanted to see a performance. We can take, losing a game, but it's how you lose a game, and that is not how you lose a game. Absolutely awful today.
Firstly, I had a lot of passion, as you know. I had a lot of faith, and most importantly, I believed. And for that, I don't apologize.
Absolutely not.
I thought my manager, my players, what they've shown me throughout the season, from getting battered first 2 games, bouncing back from that international break, a lot of our players did so well. And coming to this, I was just extremely hyped. I thought, this is it. The teacher versus the student, and we're going to come out on top, and we have to hold it. They played exceptionally well. Man, I was humbled. Can you tell by my voice? Can you tell the way I was humbled? Listen, like I said, I'm not apologizing for my belief, man. I'm not. I thought my manager, my players, that I don't apologize. Yeah. I had a lot of faith, and most importantly, I believed. And for that, I don't apologize.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, man. I had a lot of chest, I had a lot of chest in that game. Going into that game, man, I can't, man. I was giving smoke to everyone. So, yeah, man.
Let's extremely hyped. I thought, this is it. The teacher versus the student.
Yep.
And we're going to come out on top, and
yep,
we have to hold it. They played
exceptionally well.
They did
I
indeed.
don't think they made any mistakes.
And you know what? Big up to these people in the back. You know, I don't know if you can see. Big up to these people in the back. Big up to these City fans in the back. Yeah, because these City fans in the back, they were so nice. They were so genuine. You know, they were lovely people. They spoke to us after the game. They gave us some talk, but they were so nice. They were so humble with it. And big up to them. Big up to those City fans in the back because they stayed back. The two gentlemen, they spoke to Marcel, they spoke to me and Flex, whatever. They were really nice, man. Big up to them. It's all about love. It's all about love. I was giving them smoke, but
The
yeah.
penalty that they gave away, it was sloppy. They looked like a extremely well-oiled, well-functioning squad, and like we were just saying a couple seconds ago, we just looked like an absolute mess from the start. We looked nervous. We looked like we weren't gonna settle on the ball. A minute in, 2 minutes, yellow card. You can't. I think that was a bit harsh from the ref. If you ask me, maybe I'm being biased.
Because you
but-
think maybe a derby game let it go,
Yeah,
but it was
please,
so
yeah.
late or just rash. It gives the ref something to think about. If you're Dallo, you're thinking, make your first tackle count.
Yeah.
It starts from literally the first.
Man, that first challenge, yeah, when that happened, I just settled in. I just went like this, boom. I just sat down on my chair. I look up, yellow card. I say, hey, what? Yellow card already? Yellow card already. I just sat down. But now I think that's what the players thought as well, you know.
The first, incident in the game,
Yep.
we get a yellow card, and that's there, and then from then it just went from
Then-
bad to worse.
Yeah, then comes the blocks. They had about 5.
Yeah.
We had to make 5 blocks, and the ball just pinging about, and we're very lucky that didn't go in
Yeah,
in the first.
exactly.
4 or
Yeah,
5 minutes.
listen. Who remembers that when the ball was getting pinged about? He's making a block. That person's making a block. David De Gea, Martinez, everybody's just trying to stop the ball from going in the net. And I was like, oh boy, here we go again. Oh shit, here we go again, man. That's what I thought.
Minutes.
Mm.
I feel, you know what? I can't even make sense of what I witnessed because, yeah, we can say these players made mistakes. This happened, that happened, but when Antony got that goal, I was just sat there thinking it's too little, too late because we score 1, they're gonna score 2. We score 2, they're gonna score 3.
We did score 1, and then they did go and score another 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we scored 2 suddenly, which was weird. But how concerning is it the way that we lost? Is it more of a reminder that last year wasn't too far away? In terms of it's going to take a long time to completely stamp out that.
Yeah.
Or was it just City were that good today?
Yeah, City it's for City. Yeah, they have that guy Skynet up front.
Skynet, man. Skynet, man. Big up Skynet, man. Big up Skynet. This guy had me differently. Man. Big up Skynet. Big up Skynet.
They have Skynet. They have
Look at Flex.
they have that guy Skynet up front.
He's like, yeah,
They have
man.
Skynet. They have Sonic the Hedgehog. Foden. Wow, that kid really balled out today, and
Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, real Slim Shady, man. Phil Foden, what a player. What a player. He played an absolutely amazing game yesterday, man. You have to give kudos where it's due. What a player.
I was just looking at him thinking he's just dancing around the pitch. He feels so comfortable.
We did that, but there are teams that have come here and given Manchester City a game. You can give them a game, and that's why I wanted to just talk about us there. Because you're right, those players, they played unbelievable today. But don't you think there was an element to it that we just allowed them to have the freedom to do what they want and literally have a stroll in the park today with our own application?
But I think the first touch on the ball, the first challenge has to be perfect. Once you do that, you build from that. Our first touch on the ball, first tackle was horrible, and it's a snowball effect for us. It always has been, and this is what I said all the time. Once we go 1-0 down, can we pick ourselves back out? We can't. And you see Malacia, like ball comes to him, rolls away.
He was a rabbit in, what do they call it? Rabbit in headlights. Or
He's not ready. Dallo with the challenge. Bruno giving away every single pass randomly to someone. Rashford, not finding the ball at times.
Man, all these players, man, they were all They were all Omo, man. Someone's big up Liam as well for joining. George says, I blame Omo. That guy had us convinced, man. I had a lot of people convinced. So you have to I have to hold Con as well. I did, man. But damn, bro. Ah, man. Malasia giving that like the ball just rolling away from his feet. That first challenge. My issue with the first challenge, nobody congratulated Dallo. Nobody went up to Dallo and said, yo, fist pump, high five, well done. Let's continue. Let's keep this going. Nobody did that. Everybody left Dallo to dry, to left out to dry, left him for dead. Dallo made that challenge. Go and celebrate it. Go and tell Dallo, well done. This is Derby Day. Let's go. You know, like I show speed when he tackles KSI, when he tackled KSI and the guy started celebrating. Why are we not celebrating Dallo's tackle, man? That's ever since then, you could just see, man, the guy was upset. He was upset ever since then.
As well, trying his best. It's just it didn't work, and it just kept getting bad to worse to worse to worse. We need to start these games 100% and make the first minute count. It's like that important. The first minute has to count, and we have to do something from the first minute, and we didn't. And it just went. And City, man, fucking hell, man, this guy, man, he's just there, and he's just they find him. It's like second nature to him.
It's what he
and
does.
It's second nature to them.
Listen, we've just lost heavily to them. I don't want to be out here saying how good Haaland is or whatever. But at the end of the day, we just saw with our own eyes what he did in it. We can leave it there because it's true. Like some of the thing, De Bruyne's passed to him. I'm just thinking,
it's just easy.
It's what it is.
Yeah. It's easy.
That's the quality. But that's the quality they possess. If you allow them to do that, I just feel that it was a mixture between their level being so high and us just not giving enough. Like our counter, we were clearly trying to counterattack. That's how we try and play against City. We did it against Liverpool. We did it against Arsenal. And I said before the game, we have to be even better than that to implement that plan. And you can talk about implementing the tactics and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you don't do the basics right, you're never you're done. You're toast. And we just didn't do the basics right for 95% of the game today.
No, I thought Scott McTominay would turn up today. Honestly,
no, exactly.
I thought he's going to be one of our most important players, trying to control Kevin De Bruyne, and he just couldn't get to him. He's just Kevin De Bruyne is just that great of a player. McTominay just couldn't even try and slow him down, collect a foul, collect a card. Couldn't do nothing.
Our team had no momentum, did it? Like we couldn't win the ball back quickly in transitions. We couldn't give them something to think about in behind. The whole point of Rashford starting up front today, and why we were maybe happy that he was back from injury, was we had that threat in behind. We didn't do it once. Players just not taking care of the ball. Can we dust ourselves down from this though? Because look, this is so early in our...
I thought McTominay was gonna be the number one player for us, for that game, in terms of importance, in terms of how crucial that player is. I thought Scott McTominay on Kevin De Bruyne, lock up Kevin De Bruyne, make sure that the mailman doesn't get anywhere, and the rest is history. But we didn't. He couldn't do it. So I have to hold that as well. I put a lot of pressure on Scott McTominay, and he didn't turn up at all. He's supposed to be the person collecting the yellow card. He's supposed to be the person making the really, really hard challenges, and it wasn't him. It wasn't nowhere near De Bruyne. He just got caught in the middle of nowhere all the time.
Ten Hag's reign, and this is his first big test away from home. We failed absolutely miserably. It is still a process. We can't forget that last season was only in May. You know what I mean? It was this year, this calendar year. Can we dust ourselves down from this quickly?
Yeah, we have to, 100%. This game doesn't define our season. The season's very long. There's loads of games to play for, loads of competition.
100%. Listen, this game is a huge learning curve for the history of Ten Hag era in Manchester United. It is a huge learning curve to make sure how Ten Hag sets out his teams in derby days, in big games. How can he go and deal with players like Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, even though there are not many players like that. There aren't many players or teams that could do what they did to us. That's the fact, because there's only one Man City. But when we go and playing the likes of Brighton in the next fixture, right? Not is in the next fixture, but the next time we play Brighton, we have to hold their midfield down because they have a great midfield. Everton have a great midfield. Everton have a solid midfield. We got to watch those teams and how to be able to lock up when we play those teams. That's very important. This is what Ten Hag needs to learn. It's gonna take time. It's a process. It's a sad and hard process, but there will be a day when Pep, if and when Pep is still in the Premier League, there will be a day when Manchester United beat Man City. There will be. I believe that, and I have to. I have to believe in my team. If I'm not believing in my team, then I'm gonna be that negative Faz again, and that people don't like that negative Faz. And I'm not gonna be that negative Faz because we've got Ten Hag, we've got Martinez, we've got Ericsson, we've got Malasia. I need to believe. I need to believe in this process going forward. And you all need to believe. Please, please. I know he might have got it wrong with maybe not putting Casemiro in there, but we've seen Casemiro's performances in the last few games. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that in the Europa League against Sheriff. So he went with Ten Hag went with the player he trusts the most, which was the 11 that he put out, and you can't blame him for that. Martial isn't fit to start. Ronaldo doesn't provide us anything on the top, so he went with the safest option. And it is a process that we must stay patient with. It's a must. It's a must.
Still to play for. And you know, one thing I want to say to everyone watching is don't compare this to all his games. Don't do that. Don't do that to ourselves. Ten Hag, we need to just stay put, and we need to be patient with him. We just need to none of this Ten Hag out and all
No,
this
no,
stuff.
no, that's not.
People
No,
do that.
no, no, no.
Absolutely not.
Listen, people are waiting. People are waiting to do these type of narratives. They love some people, and they're Man United fans. They are Manchester United fans. Some people legitimately love to push this narrative of Ten Hag made a mistake, manager made a mistake, and we can't keep this thing up. Keep saying manager made a mistake. We can't. Please, we cannot. It's not sustainable. It is not fair. It runs the club dry. We burn through cash after cash with manager and squads. We can't stick with him. Let him build. Stick with him to the end. What's the end? I don't know. I actually don't know. The end could be until he retires, but just stick with him. He's here and he's going to get all our backing and all our time. He's going to get things wrong. Do you want me to say that again? He is going to Ten Hag. Erich Ten Hag is going to get things wrong, and we have to stick by him. That's the only person we can stick by. We ain't sticking by no one else, but we're sticking by the manager, and that's the only person I can trust and have faith in.
Not. We need to be patient, man, because we have seen improvements. When Martial came on, the goals came. It doesn't matter if it's from a penalty. If
How weird is that? That like we have lost 6-3. Obviously, we've got smashed and stuff like that. Context of City taking the foot off the gas, but we still come to Etihad and scored 3 goals.
Yeah,
but conceded 6, obviously. Yeah. But it's weird. But like you said, there you need to get Martial going again. He's got 2 goals. You know, maybe Malasia needs a little bit of a rest. Yeah. You bring in Casemiro. It looks like a little bit of a refresh again to keep the players on their toes because we've got to pick ourselves up.
I think there's some positives there. Antony's goal is probably going to go for goal of the month. Yeah, it's an amazing goal. Yeah, it's amazing goal.
I didn't even, when it went in, I didn't even realize.
Same. When the goal went in, I didn't even think, oh, wow, he scored. Oh, wow, he scored. I was just shocked. I was like, whoa, we got a goal. And big up Antony Joga Bonito for having that desire and passion and that goal. Also, please, 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 we must talk about the build up to that goal. It is so crucial to Ten Hag football. It is so crucial to the type of football that we are trying to play. It's the build up to it all. It's the build up. David De Gea making passes. David De Gea making passes. The fullbacks trying to play Dalot. David De Gea trying to find Dalot. Passes were made correctly for that goal to come. Antony curling that ball past Edison. That is a positive to take. Whether or not you want to like it, you want to take it or not, that is a positive. I do not care. For me, that is a positive because the goal didn't come out of luck. The goal came out of Manchester United's set up like whole play of beating the press. That goal came out of Ten Hag's book, and I'm taking that. I'm taking it because that's the type of football you lot will be seeing from Ten Hag. That is exactly what he's trying to teach the players: patience, calm, collected. Trust your colleague, trust your men around you. Pass the ball around, and that's what he did. So. And if we draw that game even, that goal, people go crazy about, and the internet breaks for that goal. And it's sad. It is sad that people are not celebrating that goal because we took 6, didn't we? it's sad. But if it was a 3-2, a 2-1, a 4-2, even a 4-3, people would have been clipping that goal and publishing it everywhere to celebrate that goal. So it's sad. I feel sad for Antony.
Realised I went, oh, we scored.
It's
Wow.
go- yeah.
I didn't even really.
Thank you. Exact same reaction. When he went in from outside the box, his left foot, Statman Cam said he doesn't have a left foot. He does. There you go. And Martial, another positive. There's positives in there. Casemiro, yeah, we can see something. We just have to use those positives and go and brush ourselves off, and then go against the next game. Everton, I think, is in it away.
Tough game.
Yeah, very tough game. We can't sit here and say Everton are looking at this. They're looking
Smell
at
blood.
it, and that's our starting 11. We have nothing except for that Varane thing that I'm worried about. Except for that, man, I'm worried about Varane. I'm worried, man. I can't lie. I can't sit here and say I'm not worried. I can't sit here and say I'm not worried. I can't sit here and say I'm not be feeling a bit whoa about Everton. I know we can take a beating and go and beat a Liverpool. We've shown that. But I'm worried, man. 6 isn't a joke. 6 is not a joke. Double hat trick is not a joke. Whether you like it or not, tactically, mentally, physically, 6 is a absolute joke. Like, it's, yeah, 6 is gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked. I'm speechless, man. There's no ways to describe taking 6 goals and sitting there like they're chatting, saying we want 10, we want 10. That's crazy. That is crazy. Humiliation beyond belief. That is crazy. So, listen, Everton are looking at this and thinking, wow. Omonia are looking at this thinking, what can we do? Because obviously we're playing the B team as well, if you want to say the B team or the second team as well. So they'll be looking at this as well. But that's our starting 11 as well on top, man. Oof. It burns so much. That's our strong starting 11. That's the starting 11 that he trusts. Maybe it's not fully complete because Martial is not in there, but that's still the starting 11. Rashford is supposed to take us to the pearly gates, man. And what happened? He can't take us to the pearly gates. He can't take us to the heaven's gate whilst playing a number 9. We have absolutely nothing to sit here and say, oh, you know what? We had Maguire on the pitch. No, nobody. We had Ronaldo on the pitch.
These are all the players that we wanted to see. This is Martinez. This is Malacia. This is the new Dallo. This is Christian Eriksen. This is, yes, we got Rashford up front. Thank God we got this. Like you said, this is what we wanted to see, and that's why it's really alarming that they performed like that. But then on the same time, it's that reminder: don't get too carried away with yourself.
Yeah.
Get boxed back down to size, as they say.
I think one of the things now is I have to pray. We all have to pray that Varane is okay. There's nothing, because they had the stretcher out at one point. I'm thinking, oh Lord have mercy. But he seems okay. Ten Hag's probably clearly protecting him. Took him out at halftime. Martial, there's a positive in there. He could be starting next game. And yeah, we just go from there. But for me, I feel dizzy. I don't even know what I just witnessed. That was crazy. I think I have to sit back and reassess, man, because I just don't know. Yeah. Man, I well and truly feel dizzy. Well and truly feel dizzy after that. I can't lie, man. I had a long sleep today. A long sleep today. I needed to rest and recharge. Martial penalty was class. Like, kudos to that kid, man. Kudos to him. That was a class penalty. Let me go through some of the comments that people have said, and then we'll wrap this video up. Muhammad Ali, big up for being a member and support the channel as well. Says, never apologize for being you, brother. No one gets things right. Saf got few things wrong. I just wanted to believe. Maybe you call it fake believing, blind believing, delusion, waffling. Even though I like pancakes, I don't like waffles. I wanted to believe, and I will always believe, man. I have to, especially Derby Day games. Sometimes I might have games where I'm like, whoa, I don't just feel a certain way. But you know what I can be? I can be myself. End of discussion. Whether people like it or not, whether people say Faz is I just want to be myself, and I'll always be myself. That's what it is. And I wanted to believe. I thought Ten Hag football. I thought Martinez ball. This, that. I thought, yeah, but man, it is what it is, right? Skynet had us. Props for staying full 90 minutes. Myself couldn't be asked watching second half. I was there till the 95th minute because I stayed back and watched on their City telly, on the City whatever screen that they have. They have 2 of them. one on each side. I was watching the highlights. I was sat there watching the highlights because Glazers will not put a fucking screen, will they? Glazers will not put a screen. But Sheikh Mansour, they've put up 2 screens for you to enjoy the highlight of the slapping that City give you each time. And I sat there and I watched the highlight. You know what some lady did? Some lady passed me her mobile device, passed me her phone, and said, "Can you please take a picture of me? Please take a picture of me on this monumental day." I held the phone like this, and she put up this sign. She did the and I had to click the I had to take the picture. I had to take the picture of the lady going like this inside the stadium. And I took some good photos of her as well. Imagine. Can you imagine? Man, I had to go through that, and people left at halftime. People who left at halftime are the same people who would only support Man United if they're winning. That's how I look at it. Because if you're supporting Man United, you support them through thick and through thin. You support them through whatever. How do you leave at halftime? Because why? It is too embarrassing for you? It is embarrassing. Well, what about us? What about the players? What about the manager? What about the manager? You will walk out for a result, but you will not walk out for Glazers out protest. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. I will never walk out. That's me. So I don't walk out for the Glazers out protest, or I don't walk out in games. I won't walk out. I'm there to support my team, the 11 guys on the pitch, and I will support them. End of discussion. That's the type of person I am. So it's not 2 ways. I'm staying there until the game finishes. I have never left a game early, ever. Never. You will never catch me leaving a game early. Impossible. Impossible. Yeah, I've read that one. R at 45 says, "What do you think about Bruno? He has goals and assists to show as numbers, but he's a midfielder, and his job should be about controlling games. And I have never seen him dictating games. Man, there's a conversation to be had about him." Josh says, "McTominay with so much space kept making missed passes as well." You know, I want to go back and watch the game again. I'm gonna sit back and watch the game on my shiny news TV in the studio. I want to watch it and understand the game as well. So yeah, but in tight spaces he doesn't. He does well. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. When he has space, he can't make passes. When he's tight, he makes passes. So it's crazy. United fans need to calm down. Plus, Ten Hag play McTominay one game too far. Mike says, "I don't think this is the players' time to step up or move on fast. If we need new players, so be it. But in Ten Hag, we trust 100%. Man, this lady's picture, I'm guessing this lady's picture, bro. How is she asking me to take a picture? How are you asking me to take, and then you're doing this with the head back as well, like this? You in the background, yeah. So she stood here. In the back is the I don't know which stand it is, but it's a City, CITY, and she's doing this. And I had to take that picture. I had to take like 10 of them like this, clicking 10 like this. Nah, man. It's Ten Hag's fault, man. He didn't scream at them before the game started. Oh, some Manchester United fans are weird. I told you guys, Bruno needs to go. Nobody wants to listen. But the thing is, I wasn't sat with the away fans. I was sat with the home end because my friend plays for Man City, so I had to sit with them guys, you know, in the academy player family section. So I was sat there with some of the players. So I wasn't with the away fans. But this lady, man, she asked for a picture. I have to take the picture, no. But yeah, that's me with my reaction of my fan cam. I will be doing more of these, obviously, as I do more fan cams as well. It's something different to bring you guys. There will be a stream back on tomorrow, maybe FIFA, maybe football. We'll see. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you all for joining. Peace, love, and guidance. Have a good